Hi everybody, today's focus, I am reviewing the JOYMOOP Squeeze Flat Mop and Bucket System. Before we begin, I would like to disclose that JOYMOOP did give me this mop system for free. I did not purchase it, and in exchange, I'm going to be conducting this review. So looking at the box packaging, this is a 2-chambered bucket system that comes with a flat mop that has a 360-degree rotation, and it comes with 3 washable microfiber pads. On the side of the package, they do have mop pad installation directions, which tells you how to put the microfiber pads onto the base of the mop. It says to locate 3 tabs found on the mop head and insert them into the corresponding slots found on the microfiber cloth. Once inserted, stick the microfiber cloth onto the mop and press firmly. So we'll do that when we get this set up. There is also a graphic that shows the bucket lid installation. On their Amazon page, they do say that this mop is good for multiple uses, not just cleaning the floor, but good for baseboards, showers, corners, walls, windows, under furniture, under cupboards. So I'm going to test it out in all sorts of different areas in my house just to see how well it does work. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to open this product, I'm going to use it around my home, and I'll let you know what I think of it. So inside the bucket, there are 3 microfiber pads and a handle that needs to be assembled. So the microfiber cloth already came attached to the mop head, but I'm going to take it off so I can show you the instructions on how to put it on. So following these instructions, the first thing we're going to do is locate the 3 tabs on the mop head. And we can see those right here. You see the 3 tabs right here. If you flip the mop head around, you'll see that this section does not have the 3 tabs. The 3 tabs are over here. So we're going to take those tabs and line them up to the corresponding tabs on the mop head. There are 3 tabs here. There aren't any on this side. So I got the tabs all lined up, and I'm just going to slide them on. Then just roll the rest of the mop pad out and stick it to the Velcro. And you just want to make sure you press firmly so that it attaches to the Velcro and there aren't any bubbles or bumps in the center. Let's take a look at the bucket. It is a dual chambered bucket. So you can see here there is also a max line here for the water. Obviously you don't want to go past there. It does have a handle. This lid goes on top. If you look closely at the lid, you can see these plastic parts here. And that is what helps squeegee away the water instead of having to wring out the mop head with your hand. And the lid just sits on top right here. One of the features of the JOYMOOP flat mop system has a second chamber, which is the dry chamber. Normally, when I'm using a flat mop head, I have to take the mop pad off of the mop head, go to the sink, rinse it out, put it back onto my mop head, mop again, then take it off by hand, rinse it in the sink, wring it out with my hands, put it back on the mop head, and that's how it works when I use a flat mop system. This one's different though. Since they have that dry chamber, I'm going to be able to dip the whole mop into the first chamber, the wet part, and then instead of wringing it out with my hand, I'm going to use the second dry chamber to squeeze out the excess liquid for me. I do have laminate flooring in my house, and the instructions for all of the flooring that we installed said that it should only be cleaned with a damp cloth. And that's exactly what this will do. This system will make sure that the mop head is damp and not soaking wet. So I'm excited to try it and see how well it works in my house. For testing it in my home, I'm just going to fill the wet chamber with just water. Now, normally I would put a cleaner in here also, and when you use this, you can most certainly put your favorite floor cleaner in the wet chamber of the bucket. For this, I'm just going to use water just to test it around my house and see how well I like using it, more for the ergonomics of using it. So let's see how well the JOYMOOP Squeeze Flat Mop Bucket System cleans my home. It does say this way up on the mop head, so it's very easy to figure out which way to put it in the bucket. Overall, I really enjoyed using the squeeze flat mop and bucket system. I found it easy to use, lightweight, well made. Of course, when the bucket is full of water, the bucket is heavy, but I mean that is to be expected because it has water in it. But it is not too large or overwhelming that it's really hard to tote around. It isn't huge. It's slender and tall, so it does hold a lot of water without taking up a lot of space. And I didn't have a problem moving it room to room. The mop itself is very lightweight, and I really like this handle. It's very cushy and very comfortable on my hand. I found it to work very well cleaning my laminate floors, as well as wiping the baseboards and my glass windows and my shower. I actually never thought of using a mop to clean my shower walls, but when I read it on their Amazon page, I thought that was interesting and I would try it, and it did work really well. I didn't run into any problems using it. It was able to lie flat and get underneath my furniture. I think it's a great mop. If you're looking for a flat mop system, this is actually a really good one. I think my favorite part of it is that I don't have to wring out the mop pad with my hands in between rinsing it and washing it. That is tremendous. Now, I do want to point something out because I was reading some of the reviews right after I used it, and I saw some people complaining that the dirty water spills into the clean water section. Okay, but JOYMOOP doesn't say it's a dirty chamber, clean chamber. It's a wet chamber, drying area. Okay? So just like a traditional mop, when you would put your mop into the bucket of soapy water and then wring it out and then continue mopping with it, that's what this is like. This is not a put the mop pad in a dirty chamber and a clean chamber. It is just a wet chamber where your soapy solution is, in a drying chamber that squeegees it out so you don't have to wring it out with your hands. My second favorite thing about this is its size. I think storing this is going to be very, very easy. You can unscrew the handles and put everything in the bucket and just place it in a corner in a room. It's not going to take up much space at all, and that's something that I really like. Having a YouTube channel, I have a lot of different cleaning supplies, and it sometimes gets overwhelming to have them all like in a closet or in my half bath. I just kind of had them all kind of pushed against the wall. This is really nice and slender and thin, so I don't think this is going to cause much of a problem at all for storage in my bathroom. Another thing that I really like about the mop system is that when you stick the mop in either side, either the wet or the dry side, it just stands up straight. There's no tipping. It doesn't move. I got interrupted a couple of times. There was a package delivery and I had to go to my door. I was able to stick the mop in the bucket and walk away and answer my door, and it just stood there. It didn't flop over, it didn't fall, it didn't spill. So I actually like that feature also. Thank you, JOYMOOP, for giving me this mop system and giving me the opportunity to test it out for my viewers. My viewers are definitely going to see this mop again as I test various floor cleaners. I think this is the perfect mop to use when I want to test out those products because it is such a hands-off system. I don't have to go wringing out the mop head with my hands, and it's really easy and it glides nice on my floor. So I will be using this in my further floor testing. If you have any questions about the JOYMOOP mop, put them in the comments section and I will do my best to answer them for you. If there is a product that you would like me to test out, do me a favor, put it in the comments section and I will add it to my viewer suggestion list. I think I'm up to well over 500 suggestions. I love seeing what my viewers want me to test. Or you can mail me something like JOYMOOP did. My mailbox address is in the description below. Just send me an email so that I know you're mailing me something. That's also in the description below so that I know it is from you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. Have yourselves a great day.